Hello everyone and welcome to Tonic Live with me, Owain.
Me, Alison.
And me, Daniel.
Hello everyone, it's Tonic Live with me, Owain.
Me, Alison.
And me, Daniel.
Hello everyone. We're just saying the woman on the front of the magazine, he looks a lot like Alison.
Everyone's got a twin.
I know. So I don't know. Yeah.
Have you seen the
You want to
magazine?
seek her out? You want to find out and see?
I'll have to.
Hello everyone. Hope you're all good. Hope you've had a good week so far. We know, by the way, we're clashing with Create and Craft on here. We had some shows put on and Carly's on there, so you can go and watch Carly and enjoy the memory book
Catch
shows
us later.
if you want, but you can watch this show back as well. We're here because what we're going to be doing is talking about the magazine and the bits inside it. So if you didn't order off Create and Craft and you weren't interested in that extra die, that's fine because it's out in the supermarket as well, and you can order it online at craft stores and all that kind of stuff. In the USA, it's going to be available at scrapbook.com with that extra die and stuff like that, but we're going to talk through it and just have a bit of a chat, and then Ali's going to do a little bit of a make and show off what she made.
I will.
Pull back the curtain, there you
I
go.
will.
There it is.
There we go.
Yeah, there's a competition as well. We might as well do that. I'm doing it. It's called the clean up competition.
Oh.
Because as I clean up this craft room, because we're moving from next door up somewhere else, but the craft room's going to stay here. But I'm just tidying it up, and it's just to win some older sort of sets of dies that I found around. There's some real.
There is some classics there.
A vintage comb.
Yeah.
Very vintage.
Definitely.
Bluebell butterfly.
I love that one.
Some little sentiments. Well, you can't have it because it's theirs now.
Oh.
But all they have to do is, I thought we'd do a bit of a throwback to like the game ages ago, where you have to guess the amount of embossing powders in it.
Right.
I tried fitting them in the jar, but they wouldn't all fit in the jar. So you just guess how many little embossing powders. Oh, can you show down on the? Yeah.
Yeah, I can show.
Go on now.
How many do you reckon are in there?
I know the amount now.
Oh. Including
Now
the
you
ones
don't.
I've just dropped
No, I
out.
don't. Oh, I know
There
the
we
amount,
are.
and nobody's guessed it exactly yet. But they're about.
There's quite a lot of them in here.
The nearest person's about 3 off, so it's like I know.
Give it a go.
So we do have a
Give it
leader.
a go.
I'm gonna have to take your first guess as well. So if I see, let's be good and let's not do multiple guesses because we're better than that. All right. So if you do just guess your amount, have a bit of fun, and then we'll send us out to you wherever you are in the world, and we'll do some more competitions on dailies as I find retro tonic items in this craft room as we go by. So that's it. Oh, we got some YouTubers, and that's why. Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll announce the winner on the daily tomorrow to give everyone a chance to watch back and later on anyway. So there we go. Yeah, hope you all had a good week so far. Just had some fun.
It's been busy again.
It's been busy, but not as busy as last week because that was like the craziest week we've ever had. But it's great because we've just got the magazine and it's a nice central point of the week. You can check out Create and Craft as well. As I said, Carly's on there now, doing an awesome job presenting with the memory books and some stuff there. So if you are interested, we've got some memory books on our website as well. If you want to check them out and you'd rather buy through us. There's lots going on. So take it away. Let's have a chat about the mag.
Have you had a peep at the mag yet? As always, it comes in the lovely box with our papers. So we've kind of gone masculine and feminine, I think this one is, because we've got some papers suitable for men, and then we've got some utterly swirly pictures and papers.
They're quite out there, the papers, I think, this time. There's some geometric mixed with geometric meets
and some florals.
Yeah.
So very much a mixture with your tags at the back and your toppers, but also your little ones to write on as well for your gift. So very much a mixture this time. So there's our papers. And
in UK, all the major supermarkets should have the Tonic card making collection. If they don't, someone's probably just, they're not sure how many copies they got, but someone might have taken it, but they should replenish. But you can get them online, Craft Stash, places like that as well if you're interested. So,
Excellent.
but inside, so if you haven't joined our card making collection before and haven't
Are they on our webpage?
they're not on ours, but they're out there.
Okay.
They're out there if you want to find it. If you haven't heard of our magazine before, so we do it every quarter-ish, isn't it?
Quarter, yeah.
Yeah, every quarter, and it's a magazine with freebies, sort of like a quality die and papers and a stamp set and an embossing folder. We mix it up though, whatever's in there, and then you've got loads of inspiration all the way through from your favourite tonic crafters out there. So yeah, that's what he's going to go through now and show you what you get free in.
And there's no difference in the die that we give with the magazine to our normal dies either. The quality is exactly the same. There is absolutely no difference. So this is your die this time. It's a little pillow box. And I think everybody loves a pillow box. I know I do. So this is what I'm going to be using today. The only thing I'm using is what's in the kit. I've got some inks and I've got white card. So I've kept it very, very simple today. All about the white today.
It's called a pillow box because it's shaped like a pillow.
Yeah. Little pillow.
First time I'd ever... That was one of those moments, Dan.
So we have an embossing folder, as we always have in the magazine. And we have some stamps. Let's put them the right way round. So we've got some decorations, some florals. We've got happy birthday with love, just for you. And a to and from. So lovely for little gifts. I mean, I know you're going to be starting throughout the summer now to be doing your stuff for Christmas fairs, autumn fairs. Lovely little thing to pop if you do jewellery. Why not give your jewellery in one of these?
Yeah.
Absolutely gorgeous. So they are what comes in with your kit. So what are we going to make? So I've done, this card is a little 5x7 card. So if you're wondering size wise, it fits perfectly. It will fit on an A6 as well, and I'm sure it'll fit an A2. So nice little size there. And then I've made a little gift box and filled it with some sweets to match. So if you don't want to give a huge amount or a lot of expense, but you just want to give something just to say thank you, then I think this covers it. So let's get, oh, do you want a peep in here? Do you want a little peep?
No, they've got to buy it. No, they
You can have a peep. I was going to say cheeky, isn't he? Very cheeky.
They've got to buy it.
No. The value.
Lovely pictures in here. Some of our Claire's there. This is Zinnia that you've met on our blog.
It's like I say every single time we've done it. Yeah, all killer, no filler in this mag.
Some
You just
Dawny makes.
wall-to-wall tutorials in there, and you got some inspiration from the team. You got sneak peek kind of stuff coming up.
There's no rubbish in here. Some of our Jodie's boxes, beautiful. Who else have we got? Nikki's. Nikki used to be part of our team.
Yeah, Nikki, she's awesome.
Top cam,
Yeah. Oh no, yeah, you
on
can
then.
see it if you.
Who else have we got there? Sue's joined us recently.
Yeah, Sue's awesome.
She's done some lovely makes. What else have we got? Galena, you'll have seen her makes as well on our blog.
There's a in the back, isn't there?
There's a sneaky peek of what's coming up.
And there's like a day in the life of Alison Whelan, and she's very, very critical of me and Dan.
Pants.
She's just it's just a scathing review
You know
of
I
us. She
love
says we're
it.
so difficult.
Yeah.
The quote there, you won't be able to read it, but it just says, the boys
They
are
give me
extremely
such a
difficult
hard
to work
time.
in. it's hell working with those two. But no, it's
Horrible.
you find out what Alison really said on the by getting the mag yourself. Emma, I hope you find the mag out there. Anyone who's messaged me today, sorry, I've been just going through my messages. I'll try and get back to everyone.
So, this is our die. This is my starting point today. As you can see, that's all I've got is white card. I've got nothing other than white card. So what I'm going to start with, I'm going to pop this through my embossing folder. There we are. So I'm going to give you a couple of little tips on this. I know you love a tip. So take your pencil, because I'm going to be die cutting and embossing. So take your pencil and just mark the edges of where your embossing folder is. And I'll tell you why shortly. So, oops. To emboss with the tangerine, I'm using the raspberry plate and the orange plate. Let me just pop that back in its rightful place. Make sure you push your card to the top of the embossing folder. There we are, because you've got a marker then of where you want to go next. There we are. We're right now. Let's pop that in there. The sandwich for these is going to be different for every machine. So, but the only thing I can say is give it a try. If you're not getting the emboss you want, then it may well be that your plates are too thin and you need to go up a little bit.
Anne says here, will the largest separate die purchase be available at scrapbox.com? How much? I think it's just going to go for general release, that die. So I think you're talking about the one, what was that? The perfect pillow box, like the
there's
biggest one.
There's the perfect pillow box, and there's also a die set with more layers to go on to the box.
Yeah.
So I think they're more masculine layers in that set. Just to make it a little bit more versatile for you.
Yeah, I know the one you mean, and to be honest with you, I think they're going to be. I think we'll have them available as like a separate. No, Karen had like a magic one, like a sample thing.
Did she?
Yeah, but I think we're going to make them available. So we'll do our best to have them in scrapbox.com as well. But the actual mag itself will have the pillow box and its kind of insert. You know, what do you call like extra layers
to go with it.
Yeah.
Okay, so your die here fits into the centre of your little aperture that's left by the embossing folder. So a little bit of tape on the side. And, oops, wrong plate. Change that one.
I've got to get Tracy. She finished my garage yesterday. Found a really nice black scary spider. It was a false widow. You always hear about those, isn't you? Stored out the shed, nothing nasty was hiding in there. And Aisha says, I'm so glad I'm moving to have a bigger craft room. Still not going to have enough space. Tonic, it's your fault, lol. Only joking, love you guys. Only joking, love you guys and your projects, so thank you. A lot of people, I saw a lot of people moving around. I know Paula Canal was with us earlier, and I think she was having a bit of a new box put up or something like that.
Again. I think we got a bit of an old plate here.
Let me see.
It's alright. I'll turn it over and we'll have another go.
You'd be able to make these into little charms if you wanted them on, like you're doing key rings or something fun like that.
A bit of embossing powder on the top of them. Or triple embossing. Let's have another little look.
Tiffany says, hi from Louisiana. I have the last two magazine kits, love them. Trying to decide if I want to get them. Well, watch, you can watch until the end and then decide. And then you'll say, yes, I love this magazine and I want to get it.
Okie dokie.
So then.
So there we are, that little die. Can we show us closer, Dan? Sorry. That little die fits perfectly into the centre. But I flattened some of my embossing. But you need your embossing to position, that's the only thing. So how am I going to do this? I'm going to give my paper a little bit of a spritz. Now this is just normal water, nothing special, and the reason I'm doing this is I'm going to emboss again and I don't want my card to split, and this is the best way I have found. So use your markers that you put on. Make sure your embossing folder is in the correct place.
Aisha says you and Carly are getting the same die at the same time.
Oh, are we?
Just get them on split. Just get us on split screen. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, you can watch either show back. They got a rewind service and this is a rewind. The thing was just a clash. We didn't know the show was on, so sorry.
There we are. So just going to pop this back through.
We checked the pre-orders on the Tangerine as well. We've got loads in for it, so it's still we're waiting the final news on when they're going to arrive. But lots of you have shown the intention as well to purchase when it comes here, so that's good to know. And we'll be able to let you know when they're all in then. Yeah.
There we are. And there we've got the pattern back then. I'm hoping you can pick it up. Yeah. There we go. So I'm just going to leave that to one side for a second. And I'm off to do a little bit of inking. So we'll pop that up there. And give my die a little bit of a tap.
It's safety
Sorry.
goggles.
I know, sorry. It's been in my shoes, it's been everywhere today. Right, so let me get my cardstock. This is a little bit of card, and I'll tell you how big it is now. It is 11, just over 11 centimetres, and I mean a smidge over, about 11 and a quarter maybe, by 15 and a quarter centimetres, and it's 6 inches by 4 3/8, I would say it is. And this is a perfect mat for the embossing folder shape. Right, so I've got some double-ended brushes, and I've got 3 inks. So I've got Lime Burst, Laguna Blue, and the other one is purple, Royal Plum.
Miss Tony saying, how do I pre-order the tangerine? You don't need to like pay to pre-order or anything. If you just go on the website, the Tonic website, so if you're in the US, which you probably are if you're on YouTube, tonic-studios.com, so just type Tonic Studios, you go to our website, go on the tangerine page, and it's just got notify me when back in stock, and you just put your email in, and it just tells you when it's back in then. So yeah, we've just got a number of the people who are things, so it just gives us an idea of how many to order, because we don't order thousands and thousands. It's you know, within sort of hundreds of what we order, so it's going to be, you know, if you do have one, yeah, you're pretty lucky. Tess, yeah, didn't miss the live. This is Tess from St. Louis, Missouri, USA. I love it when you say where you're from in the USA on this.
There we go. We're all right. So I'm just doing a nice stripe in the centre of the blue, and then to one end, whoops, I'm going to be popping the green, and they're perfect to overlap as well. So I've done quite a wide stripe of the blue, and then the green, then I'm just bringing up over the top of the bottom of it. That makes sense, doesn't it? So that I'm going over the bottom. What I find with these brushes as well, as you're coming across, you're kind of catching the edges, so you get a deeper colour right on the edge, which is actually what I want, and I want a little bit on the bottom as well. I'm not really bothered about the inner bit there, because that's going to be hidden. Last colour now is a little bit of purple, or plum rather, should I say. Oops.
Isla says, all my paste from my kits are drying up. What do I do? Well, yeah, you can reactivate them if you have. Like we've done a video. Is the Jen video out there, Dan? With the reactivating the mousses.
Potentially, yeah.
It is out there, I think.
We'll check, but there's because Jen came down with us and we recorded some of those videos. So if we haven't already, yeah, it's the case, you know, using distilled water to adding it to your mousse with a little spritz, and then sort of reactivate it and thing, and you can just do that over and over again to bring life back to your mousses.
Yeah. I'll pop the lids on, because otherwise I'm sure to put my arm in. So it gives you a lovely blend of the colours. That's going to be my backing plate. So my card that we've gone back to now, I left it a minute because I'd spritzed it with water. I wanted it to dry a little bit before I start cutting it. So I'm just going to trim around the edges. Make sure I'm nice and straight.
Okay, see you later, Kim. I know she's having a little rest now. I know we kept you up all night, so just yeah, have a little break.
There we go. I would still leave this a little bit longer, because when it's damp it doesn't cut as cleanly. So I would pop it to one side and just leave it. But we'll carry on here, it's not a problem. There we go.
Melanie, well, I caught you guys live. I won't catch it after July. Back to school. I've already ordered the magazine. You're back to school? Where are you going? What are you doing, Melanie? What? Okay, won't catch you after July. Back to school. Where are you from, Melanie? Is UK?
Maybe they go back to school.
Maybe it's training. Maybe it's teachers
Scotland
training.
goes back to school earlier, but I don't think it's July.
Melanie,
So-
let us know.
I've inked enough so you can see the 3 colours. I wanted to see the 3 colours through the aperture. If you find there's not enough green there for you, then come up a little bit more from the bottom with a little bit more green. But
There we go. Yeah, he's an art teacher in Tennessee, I think.
Ah,
Yeah,
right.
there you go.
There we are. So we've got a little bit more green. And a little bit of our deluxe adhesive. Just to hold this in place.
Yeah, and yeah, you'll be able to fix them. You know, you'll be able to bring those mousses back. It's just sometimes that they can
I've done
dry
that.
out for longer if there's longer periods all left or there's a little bit something. So
When
yeah,
you
just
pop them
refresh
away as well, give them a little spritz before you put the lid on them. I've got bits in my hair.
Yeah.
Bits I'm saving for later.
Yeah.
There we are. So there's my layer. Make sure I'm nice and straight. A little bit of wiggle room here. There we go. So there's my starting of my card. There we go. So I've got a 5x7 card blank that I've cut myself, and I'm just going to pop that on the front. Oops. There we go. And I'm putting it fairly centrally. Ever so quiet today.
Oh, there's loads of people talking, but
Ever so quiet.
I'm just reading. I think
You're having a little read.
Blonde
yeah.
said with the paste, would some glycerin help to keep them moist?
I've not tried glycerin.
I think someone
I
mentioned the other day. I think
Don't know if it changes
Dr. Jen.
the
You
texture.
have to tell us. Like Jennifer will know. So.
I don't know, to be quite honest, but I've mixed it with water.
Yeah, distilled water.
I've just mixed it with the ones you buy for the car batteries. That's what I've used. Right, so this time let me move these out of the way because I'm kind of blocking up the camera. This time now I'm going to do a little bit of stamping. So I'm using our mini platform. So I've got the little magnets and I've popped a little bit of masking tape on them. Because if they clack together, sometimes they will break. So I'm bringing my sentiment to one side. So just positioning that. And then I can bring the lid down then. Just to pick the stamp up.
Justine mentioned when you're getting the cutting blades for the advanced trimmer back. I'm not sure. I think we'll have to check. Cameron will find that out for you and message you. That's a good question though. Justine said, "Are there any plans for another Tonic workshop next year? I'd like to start saving the plenty of time there is." I don't know. We like that one sort of just sprung up.
It did.
Three-
it did.
like a few months before.
I haven't planned anything at the moment, Justine.
No, but if we do, we'll let everyone know well
We'll
in
let you
advance
know
because it'll take that long
plenty
to
of
get
time.
it.
Yes.
Get it together. Like I'll eat more than it. Me and Dan.
It did take quite a lot of organising. But who knows?
Yeah,
Who knows?
who
I
knows?
don't have anything planned at the moment. So if you're thinking we're hiding it from you, we're not, honest.
What time of
Honest
year
to
was it?
goodness.
What date was it?
We did it in January.
January, yeah. What was that?
Okay, so I'm going back to these colours again now. And again, I'm going from one end. And you go as light or as dark as you want. I kind of like a little bit of colour. I'm not very much a pastel person, so I tend to put more colour on. And again, blend them a little bit as well.
I think Tess said, she doesn't like blend. Well, she likes blending. It's so pretty, but it scares her. But I say, if you got a nice,
Just give it a go.
just give it. What's the
Give it a
worst
go.
can happen?
Start on a little piece of card. And you can die cut it. I'm going to show you a little bit.
Do a
later
bookmark,
on.
and that's
Exactly.
an easy place to start. Do a nice
Exactly.
rainbow
Then
bookmark.
do a bookmark, then put another bit behind it, put yourself a card.
Or trick yourself into
Well, we're
making
going
a
to show
card.
you a little bit coming up. So here now, I'm gonna layer my sentiment.
It's like dynamo magic.
Here time we go, yeah.
See that
Okay.
bookmark?
You thought you just made a bookmark, well, it's a card.
Darren Brown.
There we are.
Mm.
So I'm going to leave that to dry a little bit. Now here's one I did earlier. This is exactly the same, but it's split. That's why I found out of putting the water spray on it. I found the second time I embossed it, I had a bit of card split in. But I'm still going to use this for decoration. So I'm using the same colour inks that I used earlier, and I'm just using the purple to highlight the roses. And now, because I'm putting it directly, it's a lot darker colour than I did when I was inking. But at the same time, it's still the same colour range, so it's going to complement it. So the next bit then, I had the smaller flowers in green. So I'm just dabbing a little bit with these. And then I wanted to bring the blue in as well. So I thought I'd use one of the embossed flowers this time. So a little bit of blue on my brush, and then just go over the emboss. So if you're scared of inking, just go very, very lightly over the top, and that will pick up your colour. If you think, okay, I want a little bit more, then go a little bit more again. Just keep going with it. But I'm not putting a lot of pressure on that. So that could be your card base, and that's how you want it to be. You want to use the colour over the embossing.
Will the dye go through the Cuttlebug?
Yes.
There you go.
Yes.
I like dragon dyes, I like mermaid dyes. Well, we did some mermaid dyes. We haven't
We
done a
did?
dragon. I'm not really sure why, because in
In
Wales we should. A few people say, yeah, Sheila's saying I'd put my name down for a workshop. I'd love to join you. I'll learn so much
Oh,
from the
bless
team.
you.
Sheila, I love it when I see you. So yeah, that would be cool if you could come again. And then yeah, Emma, maybe she want to come down and bring some oatcakes. That would be awesome. Yeah, that would be awesome. Well, I don't know where we try and do it. We would maybe do it in Bridgend. I don't know if you all enjoy coming down to South Wales. Maybe you did. But whether we do it somewhere more in the Midlands where everyone could meet, I don't know. But that's if we do it. That's at the moment. But you know, the feedback was you guys were the best coming down and everything. So we'll figure it out.
Absolutely blown away, because all the monies that we raised all went to Marie Curie. And I mean, they were absolutely blown away by the amount that was raised as well.
It was just like you had twofold. You were doing it for some, a good cause, and you just got to meet all these people and just.
And I know friendships were made that day that people are still in touch with. So I've just snipped out one of the little roses, and this is what's going to decorate my card. So sometimes, when we've heard it a lot, I've lost my mojo, I don't know what to do. This is just one little bit in a magazine. So you haven't got to buy lots of things. I mean, I'm sure you've all got 3 colour inks that you can put together. It may be orange, yellow and red. That would be a lovely combination. But I'm sure you've all got them out there.
Well, like I said, set yourself a little. I think if mojo and things like that, sometimes it's better to put restrictions on yourself a little bit. Like, give yourself a challenge. Like, I think Catherine reminded me to do the Tonic Showcase album this week, and maybe we'll do something. I don't know if this is different, but maybe it will be like, right, your challenge for everyone is to make a wedding invitation. Okay. All right. It's for an imaginary wedding.
Okay.
All right. And it's just to make a wedding invitation. So that's going to be like the theme for Monday. So it's just out there, a wedding invitation. Okay.
Okay.
So we'll see what you can create, even if you just freehand or whatever, saying
happy wedding,
happy wedding or whatever. But what do you say? A wedding invitation.
It depends. Is it an invitation?
It's not like a card. Yeah, it's not a card. A wedding place setting for yourself.
Right.
That makes maybe more sense because you can put your own name on it then.
Okay.
Well, you don't sound very enthusiastic, Alison. I'll be honest.
My wedding was a long, long time ago.
We're not making it for your. We're not making it for your wedding.
My wedding.
No, it's for the imaginary wedding. I don't know. I give up. I try and set a challenge, Al, and then Okay,
Well, it could be a party then. It doesn't have to be a wedding. What about a party invitation? Are you place setting?
Occasion.
An occasion invitation. Okay.
It could be your anniversary.
We've
Let's
broadened
broaden
it
it as far as we can now.
It could be
Anything
any
that is
party.
happening everywhere in the world that you need to be invited to.
It must
Is that-
involve. You're trying to. It must involve card.
Yeah.
Great.
For this event, you would need an invite or not. But
As the case
you
may be.
wanted to send an invite regardless.
Yeah.
Or
not.
Or not.
You
As
don't
the
have to.
case may be.
Or not.
So I'm just going to pop a little decoration now. And this is our dream drops. And I'm absolutely in love with this dream drop at the moment. It's Cloud 9. And if you pop it over an ink, it will pick up the colour of the ink as well. So this is one, you know when we say all white, this is one that will change colour as well.
Emma said, I think I get it, Owain. That's not quite what I'm going for.
No.
If you think you get it, then I don't think I've done
Let's
it very
just
well.
go through this again.
Let me go for this. It's for a wedding or not a wedding.
Or not already.
For a wedding which may or may not have happened.
It's for an occasion that you may or may not need an invite to. But you want to make an invite anyway. Whether or not you have
Or not.
Or not.
Or not, as the case may be.
Or
It doesn't
not.
have to be an invite. It could just be a card.
It's just getting worse.
Just too. The heat is done.
He's
me
lost
now.
it now. He's
Right,
really
it's gone.
lost
Oh,
it
scrap
now.
that. We're not doing any of that now. Or not.
Or not.
Or are we?
Yeah.
So there's my two cards. Looking pretty similar.
Very good.
I know, I'm getting good at this.
Yeah, you're very good. I love the ombre. It's really nice. I wasn't sure whether it was in paper when you first brought it down. That's
Little bit of ink.
that's
little bit
it's
of-
high praise.
That's what I said. It's all white today. So I thought, well, what better to go with that than a little pillow box? So I've cut two of our pillow boxes. There's your little die. And you need to cut two of them to make a box. So that's what I've done. So the one side I've coloured and the other side I've left white. So here we go. Do your folding before you do anything else, because I find that a lot easier. Right, doing your fold on the top, put your finger underneath the fold and then just push it gently onto your finger, and then you get the perfect fold. Again, both sides.
Should we have a wedding?
You've lost it.
Should we have a
haven't you?
wedding theme like next? Oh, we can't. Monday. It's not long enough, is it, for us to do like a full?
Well,
Do you remember we did that? Like we just do like a green screen, like a wedding theme.
oh yes. I haven't got a
Monday's
wedding
a
dress
dress.
to wear in.
There's fancy dress. You're going to knock. Would you get your old one?
Mine went in the skip.
Well, we're taking you down the tip then, aren't we? We got to get it.
Oh, well, to start with, I mean, I was not a little girl when I got married. I was a fairly hefty, probably by the size I am now. And the dressmaker that made my dress said, could she borrow it to do a wedding show with? So I said, well, yeah, but it didn't fit the models. So she said, can I make it smaller? I said, well, yeah, if you want to. So she made it smaller. So it kind of sat in my house for a very long time, and I was never ever going to wear it. So we went in the skip in the end.
That's
the story of my wedding,
commitment. That
yeah.
is like people are I am an R, but throwing away like for anything. Let
And
alone
yet-
something that.
Actually, this week now, I went into a bag, and there was my mother's headdress from when she got married. I haven't got
That's
mine.
cool.
I had a hat. I didn't have a headdress, I had a hat. The reason being is when I was trying on all the headdresses, I kind of looked like Cousin It from, is it the Addams Family?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, with all the hair.
Yeah.
I looked a bit like that, and I thought, I can't be
How long
doing
was your
this.
hair?
It wasn't, it was the veil.
Oh, there you
But
go.
it just looked like the hair on Cousin
Did it go
It.
down to the floor?
Yes. I got married, they were all these massive dresses with all these petticoats, and they'd stand you on a podium. Well, because I was so short, it pushed all these dresses up, so I just looked like a big meringue.
What does it go? I think
Yeah,
like that.
that was me. It was hard work trying to get married. When you're 5 foot, it's hard work. Right then, here we go. We're going to put some colour onto our box. So again, I'm starting in the middle, and I'm starting with the Laguna Blue. And again, you go as dark or as light as you want. And as you can see, it's catching on the folds on the edges. But that is what I want to happen. I want the darker bits on the edges. So just keep going there, a little bit more.
Your crafting's like kind of changed since we started. Like
It does.
the different, like, I think we've brought out tools and we've brought out new products and new stuff, and I think you've done like these ombre sort of effects. Not that you wouldn't have done them like 3 years ago, but
I probably wouldn't.
You're doing I think we've got the tools now, and your style changes over time, I guess.
I think your style does change because you'll find, okay, this is a new effect I like. I want to have a go at it. I probably wouldn't have used a lot of inks 2 years ago. I wouldn't have. Definitely not. But like you say, I mean, we added them to the Tonic arsenal, so they came into my crafting stash then.
Yeah.
But we've had inks for quite a while, and I haven't used an awful lot of them.
Yeah, we'll have to, these that we've had, these the threes and the mini inks, because they come in a nice colour palette, so you can create these ombre effects.
You can.
With what you've got, just from that one pack, so you're not having to buy lots of inks. You've got these three to do it. Like that.
So they blend absolutely gorgeously. I think they do anyway. So again, now we're going back to the dye that I used in the beginning. I've forgotten my pokey tool because again I used it on my desk upstairs. So just going to give these a little bit of a prod and clean my dye out. And this then I will be cutting an aperture into the front. So same dye, centre it up, making sure you've got even edges, a little bit of tape. Whoops, hold on. White plate.
Jen, I went to Vegas to get married. It was crazy. That's so Jen.
It is.
There's loads of things I describe as so Jen. When I'm just like, I bet that's so Jen to have done.
The only person I know to decoupage her plaster on her arm is Jen.
I know that. She just does some such out there stuff. It's so
unbelievable. Right, so there we are. We're all cut there. So there is your pattern. So if you're a little bit unsure about inking, then maybe choose a side of a box or a panel on a card and die cut into it. Because then if you're really not happy with your die cutting, if you think, you're inking, sorry, you're not really noticing it. That's all you see is the lovely pattern. So you can leave it like that if you want to, or you can cover it over with a panel. So I've cut the panel. You've got a lovely scalloped edge, outer edge for the panel. Whoops.
Problem says, would the additions of this set, so the other ones, fit in the large bag?
Yes, they do.
Yeah,
they do.
There you go.
There's another. The other bag is bigger, but there's another panel that makes it work, and that is in the big pillow bag. Pillow bag is called, isn't it? The big one.
Pillow purse.
Pillow purse.
Yeah.
In the big pillow purse, there's a few little strips that you can make it fit, so they all mix and match. Right, so I'm just going to glue this on the front. Again, we're kind of making this very, very subtle. A little dots of glue. And I'm just taking off the excess because obviously it's a very filigree pattern and I don't want it squelching through. And this then will lay straight on top of what I've just inked. So all you're seeing of the colour is around the edges. There we go. If you want to at this stage, you can put some acetate on the back. So I'm just going to glue two sides of this together. So we're going to take the white side and line them up. I like to put the ones with the notch together and the plain ones together. So I've got a tiny bit of glue there just to ink.
We got married on April Fool's Day. I keep waiting for the minister to contact us and say it was an April Fool.
Oh.
Lord, mind you, 47 years, I don't think it's going to happen. No.
I don't think so, Edna. I don't think so. So the plain panel I've cut, and I'm going to ink this again. Lots of inking today. So I'm going to go back to the blue because that's my central colour. And I'm going to go in the opposite direction. So whereas the colours are going down, I'm going across this time. So right across the middle. And this time you're going to see all these colours. So I want them a little bit darker because I want them to pop through the box. So I'm pressing a little bit harder to get more colour. Oh, a little bit of green.
So I say, if you are in the USA, you're going to be able to get this mag from scrapbook.com very, 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 very soon. And it's going to have those, it's going to have this die and the extra die, so the insert one in there as well. And yeah, you'll be able to get it in the UK as well, in UK supermarkets, and you can be able to get it on online craft stores in the UK. So Craft Stash have got it, and a few other places as well. So just, yeah, it's issue 9, isn't it?
Yes,
issue
this
9.
is issue 9.
Tonic Card Making Collection, issue 9. There you go.
There we are. So there's our little panel, all inked up. A little bit darker this time, because I want it to show from the inside of the box. So this panel, glue I need, not crystal drop, dream drops, it's going to go inside my box. So just in the back. There we go. And now to pop it together, bend over your tab. And I'm going to put a little bit of glue on here. I prefer to use wet glue for these than tape, because I think they hold better, because it's on a bend as well. And then I'm just squeezing the two layers together and then hold them for a couple of seconds just to make sure they've grabbed before you start moving anything. Is there any more questions for a sec?
No,
we're all right.
They're not really enjoying it, to be
You're
honest.
not? Oh, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry.
No, they're absolutely loving it. Everyone's loving it. Like Tracy says, I've got all these inks and I've never been used in my drawer, and it's time to get them out.
Get them out, give them a go.
Give them a go. Yeah, lots of just, people just loving the project really, and saying so pretty, and
make sure your desk is clean when you're doing the back, because mine wasn't. And you pick up bits of ink. So give it a little squeeze then in the front. Then you pop in your side panels, and that there is your box done. Make sure you're glued to the ends. There we are, and there's your little box, all done and dusted.
Yeah, really cute little box, and you're getting that in all in the magazine. You're gonna be getting that with that, and like I said, you're £50 worth of goodies inside there, and you're gonna have some loads of fun with it. And it's a good, if you do just get, because maybe that's what you get. Maybe you just get the card making collections and you enjoy them, add into your stash of stuff and bits and pieces, because you pick up like these embossing folders. We don't do embossing folders that often, so if you do like Tonic Till You Die, then these are a good one to get, because it's just.
Well, you still love the Christmas ones, and
I do. I like the seam. I like the seam. These, I love those embossing folders, just because they fit that size card.
They do.
And you just you're almost done, and then you can colour or ink or do whatever you want then.
Well, that's all I've used today is white card. And I know you've all got white card in your stash. Every single one of you.
Will a gift card fit in there? Yeah, would.
Yes, that will hold
Haven't
a
got
gift
no
card.
wallet. Yeah, so chuck something in.
It would hold one.
Yeah.
I mean, that is bigger than a gift card, I would say. Have you got a gift card on you?
You have got your Kex card there.
Oh,
Go
yeah. The Kex card.
Nobody
ever uses it.
There was this meme on the internet where it was like, typical sort of like this man thing. Like, and they said, the woman's asking, have you seen a safety pin or a paper clip? And it's like, oh yeah, it's by the.
Plenty of room.
It's underneath the sofa on the right corner or something like that. And that's like that. It's like, oh, where's the card? It's like, oh, it's been on that shelf for like about 5 years. Yeah,
Plenty of room there. So you could even pop some little sweets inside, which is what I've popped in here. There's a couple of sweets in there.
Brilliant. There you go. Awesome, Al. Yeah, quality cards. If you want to watch this back, if you joined us late, you can. You can watch it all. It's all uploaded to YouTube and Facebook. Thank you so much, everyone who's joined us. I'll show the competition off once again. So there's a competition in order to win. Where are my little prizes?
I don't know. You had them. You had them.
So it's the clean-up competition where I'm going through the craft room, finding stuff that we're going to give away. And I found a load of old dies, so I've just bundled them together.
What's the one on the back? I like to know. Many thanks.
Many thanks. So you got many thanks. You got best wishes. You can tell the packaging changes by how old.
Yeah.
Microphone melody. That one. I think they're all gone now. Ornamental keyhole.
Key, yes.
For your memory books. I know that gets people's ears up.
It does.
It does. Start when we mention memory books. Vintage comb as well. So old
that I did. I kept 2 of them. Okay, I think I may have kept 4. Backed them back to back and then threaded ribbon through the teeth.
Cute, isn't it? Yeah, so sweet. And Bluebell Butterfly, that was a little one. That's like what fairies we were doing that time.
Well, that doesn't have to be fairies to me.
It can just be cute.
Yeah.
Cute little one. And then you got Bless, so 2 Will's hands, Blessed and Inspire. I'm sure I will find more, so there will be more competitions, so join the daily. But all you have to do is tell me how many. Can you show the knee, Dan? How many embossing powders are in there, right? I know the amount.
Just 1 or 2.
Just guess, and maybe you know too. Maybe you can tell.
Yeah.
I know that the person earlier, when I checked, the person from the daily was about 3 away, about 3 or 4 away.
Ooh.
So they're not far off. So that you've got to beat that really. But however you think, I tried putting them in a jar, and they wouldn't fit in the jar. So whether that helps you or hinders you, I don't know. I don't know. Right, what's the theme for Monday then? Tonic Showcase? Because I think I'm confused.
I thought you were having
invite occasions.
Invites, but
place setting. I thought you were having
place setting. That's it. Place setting with your own name on. There you go. Because you're invited to the Tonic party.
There we are.
There you go. Place. Oh. He's done it.
He's done it again.
Sorted.
Another week.
And how long can this winning streak go on for? Where I make up the theme on the spot.
Cake for everybody.
Cake for everyone. That cake over there. That's that's everyone's. So there you go. So we'll do that. So it's place setting with your name on it. Just go crazy. But you can also anything else you're working on, you can put that into, and we'll go through it. We're going to go through that Monday at 4 p.m. All right.
Hopefully we'll see some magazine stuff. I
know. Yeah, we might do. Yeah, they'll probably be with everyone. So have a great day, everyone. Enjoy yourselves. Have a good evening. We'll catch you now for the daily tomorrow, and then on Friday, well, we'll do something fun. We'll have a craft battle or something about 4 p.m. on Friday. All right. Have a good week, everyone. See you soon. Bye bye.